But I didn't think we were going to be talking about the dismantling of the Department of Education ever. And yet we are.
Black colleges across the country that depend on government funding are now preparing for a future without it, following recent cuts by the Trump administration that leaders at historically black colleges and universities, aka HBCUs, say places uncertainty around federal aid. Several leaders from HBCUs told NBC News staffing reductions, lower student enrollment numbers, and the elimination of certain programs are all on the table due to the dismantling of the Department of Education by the White House. Meanwhile, the Trump administration this week signed an executive order it says will promote excellence and innovation with strategic partnerships and address barriers to funding, specifically to HBCUs. At the same time, Florida A&M, an HBCU in Tallahassee, is already fighting to recoup a $16 million federal grant cut from its pharmacy school. Overall, more than 50% of the total revenue HBCUs rely on is federal and state aid, compared to just 1/3 of non-HBCUs. And 3 in 4 HBCU students receive need-based federal aid called Pell Grants, compared to just 36% of non-HBCU students. President Trump has said that most Department of Education responsibilities will shift to the Small Business Administration. But HBCU leaders say drastic changes to who administers the $1.6 trillion student loan portfolio, including grants and aid, spells disaster for the HBCU community.
It's going to have a very negative impact on who is allowed to enroll in schools, who has access to financial resources and benefits, and who doesn't.
While schools like Johnson C. Smith launched a $10 million fundraising campaign to match the federal aid it receives, attacks on DEI and funding freezes at other schools leave HBCU leaders wary of when the focus will turn to them. In a statement, a spokesperson for the Education Department said plans to sunset the agency will be done in a manner so that programs are managed responsibly. But many HBCU leaders aren't willing to sit and wait to see what that looks like.